If you have been following this cashew fruit series, then you already know one thing. What many people call waste can actually be turned into very valuable products. We have made juice, syrup, jam, and now we are taking it a step further. Today, we are turning cashew fruit into cashew fruit wine, a natural homemade wine made from fruits that usually get thrown away on farms. Just like when making cashew juice, we only need the fruit, the part that is often considered waste. We start by removing the nuts from the cashew fruit, then wash the fruit thoroughly to remove dirt and impurities. After washing, I transfer the fruit into my blender and blend until smooth. You don't need to add water during blending because cashew fruits already contain a lot of natural juice, which is enough to help the blending process. Once the fruits are smoothly blended, I transfer the pulp into a cheesecloth and squeeze out the juice. Then I continue blending and extracting in batches until all the fruits are processed and all the juice is extracted. Now that we have our fresh cashew juice, the next step is fermentation. This is what we turn the juice into wine. I scoop out a small portion of the juice and add about 1 tablespoon of sugar. Then mix very well until the sugar dissolves. After that, I pour this mixture into my fermentation bottle. Then I add the rest of the juice into the same fermentation bottle. Before we forget, we need to add yeast because without yeast, we cannot make proper wine. The yeast is what converts the sugar into alcohol during fermentation. So I add 1 tablespoon of yeast, pour it into the bottle and stir everything properly to distribute the yeast evenly. Then I cover the bottle. My fermentation bottle has an egg lock, which is very important during fermentation because it allows excess gas to escape without allowing air to enter the bottle. I fill the air lock with water to about halfway. When pressure builds up inside the bottle, it pushes the water in the airlock and releases the gas. Then it locks back again to prevent air from entering. After about 6 hours, fermentation has already started. You can see bubbling in the airlock. That bubbling is the gas being released from fermentation. If you don't have an airlock, don't worry. You can simply cover the bottle with a breathable cloth or kitchen towel and secure it with a rubber band. This will allow gas to escape while preventing dirt and insect from entering. Now, this is day 2, and you can see the bubbling is even more intense. That means fermentation is going well. Leave it to ferment until the bubbling stops. The liquid becomes clearer and sediment settles at the bottom. Fast forward to about 2 weeks and 2 days. You can see the wine has become clearer and the sediment have settled at the bottom. Now, carefully pour the clear top part into another bottle. This process is called racking. Make sure you do not shake the bottle because we don't want the sediment at the bottom to mix with the clear wine. Once transferred into the wine bottle, we leave it for another 2 weeks before drinking. The longer it stays, the better the taste and aroma will become. During this aging period, remember to open the bottle cap every 24 to 48 hours to release any excess pressure that may build up inside the bottle. After 2 weeks of bottling, our cashew fruit wine is finally ready. You can drink it like this, or you can further flavor it and slightly sweeten it to make it smoother and more balanced. I will make a separate video showing how to sweeten, flavor, and stabilize the wine properly. And this is how we turn cashew fruit, something that is thrown away in tons on farm, into a valuable product like wine. From waste to value, from fruit to wine. Stay connected because we are still going to make more amazing products from cashew fruits.